Chewie and I went to an award show on Thursday night, don't you know? Yes, we went there. Now, it's fair to say, Chewie, that the day I announced we had a nomination, I said, let's go watch Nate Nixon win the award. Who won the award on Thursday night, Chewie?
It was Nate Nixon.
Nate Nixon. That's fine. That's all good. And it was fun. It was great fun. At the start of it was quite inspiring at the start. So they had you can go and have a look at it online. Go to YouTube and look up New Zealand Radio Awards and it'll come up. But the start of it started with a kapa haka, and the kapa haka group did their welcome, and then they stood up and they said, 25, 35, whatever it was, years ago, My FM started. I think My FM is nationwide now. My FM was R&B, hip-hop, an Auckland-only station for quite a long time. And My FM was going through some tough times 20, 25 years ago. And so they made a haka for My FM. So My FM had its own haka, and obviously that helped bring the team together, and did something from 20 years ago, and then it kind of went away. And the person's up on stage talking, the leader of the kapa haka, and he goes, this year we've retaught or retrained all the My FM announcers the My FM haka. And then what they did was they called all the My FM team up onto stage, and all of them, the kapa haka group and the My FM crew, all did the My FM haka. It was cool. It was cool, actually. That was real cool.
It was very good. It was a hell of a moment.
And we didn't make contact because everyone kind of split at the end. But 2 rows in front of us were Mahinirangi Forbes, were Scotty Morrison and Stacey Morrison. Stacey's dad, James Daniel, who I used to work with at Hits, because Stacey got like a special award. It was so weird being there and seeing these kind of lifetime achievement awards for the people who used to employ me. I'm really old. This is 6 minutes, which is quite a long watch for us. We normally do 3 or 4, and then we tend to cut in and out. But I just, I got the opportunity in the setup for this show to use the word Chewie, which I thought was quite a good word. Because Stacey here both chides, rebukes about the use of te reo, and then charges the people within this auditorium to be the people who not are responsible for, but are the carriers of te reo. You think about the people in this room, there's 700 people, the biggest radio stations in the country, TV people there. Like, the people in this room would be listened to by more millions that are in the country, meaning some people would listen to 2 stations, 10 million people. And Stacey's up the front, Stacey Daniels, talking about te reo, how important it is. And I just thought, if we didn't get to hold a little certificate ourselves, then this is kind of the next best thing to give back to you guys, to show that there are these people out there who are putting some real hard pressure, appropriately so, on people in positions of power to do better. Is that fair, Chewie?
Absolutely fair.
Let's have a listen. Oh, and why there's clapping is Scotty Morrison's just spoken to her. Mihi's standing up at the moment. The whole My FM team is standing up, and then they've given her an honour, and then they're all sitting down. That's what the clapping is.
Tēnā katahina te tauira, and just as you've witnessed now, te reo Māori is also very sexy. Tēnā koutou, thank you for standing up, because it would have been really awkward if you didn't after Roger. Mōku ake. But it's okay, because I had Don McGlashan in the sidelines who's ready to be crowd control. E rua aku mihi ki a Ngāti Whātua o Rākei, tuatahi hei mana whenua o tēnei takiwā. Tuarua, hei pou mō te reo irirangi o Ngāti Whātua taku ukai pō My FM. No one's laughing because you don't understand what I just said, but I want to recognise Ngāti Whātua o Rākei as the mana whenua of here, but also of what My FM is at its heart, at its essence, at its origin. It is te reo irirangi o Ngāti Whātua, My FM, tēnā rā koutou katoa. The way that you open today is extremely important. Tēnei ka mihi kia Eru mā. So Eru opened us up, and I would like to acknowledge the whakaro nui. Thank you so much to the organisation, RBA, for considering the fact that opening with Te Reo Māori, having a whakatau, having a pōwhiri, means that we are in the one place in the entire world where Te Reo Māori is at its origin. This...
Are you listening, government? Do you see the point of difference yet? Are you hearing it?
makes us know that we are in a very special place, and at the New Zealand Aotearoa Radio Music Awards, the music now, yep, they're all of the things. E mihi ana ahau kia koutou katoa engari ki ngā taringa. Tuatahi ko te reo, tuarua ko te taringa. We are nothing without those who listen to us, without those who share their lives with us. Sometimes people are lonely when they're listening to Marcus. Sometimes they're angry when they're listening to Mike Hosking. I'd just like to mention, actually, when I was first at My FM with Robert Akete, tēnā rawa atu koe taku tūngane, that was when My FM 88.6 beat News Talk ZB. And that was allegedly because of our frequency, because you get in a Japanese car. You have all heard that one.
So in Auckland, My FM was on 88.6, and Japanese cars only went up to 89.8 or something like that. So that's what they were. That's what ZB would blame.
But then look at you now. Kia kaha koutou ke te hāpai tonu i te Māori, i te tapu o tēnei mea ngā reo irirangi Māori. Because iwi radio stations are doing incredible things. Tūranga FM, you've got to watch it, it's amazing. You can watch it, you can live it, you can be it. So iwi stations, no mai hara mai ki tēnei pai. I'd also like to thank NZME. Thank you for having me, taku whare o ngā tau rua te kau. And that would be when we went to go and start Flavour. Yeah, I want to say Flavour out loud so it actually gets said out loud tonight. If anybody loves old school hip hop and R&B, let me hear say yeah. Yeah, because I was on My Time when we first said, here's a brand new song from Tupac, it's called California Love. But we actually started that with my dad, who is here tonight, James Daniels. He is everything about the term OG, and that can be verified by Leon Ratt, who was our neighbour in Blenheim when he worked at Radio Caroline. Engari he take nui tēnā ki au papa. It's beautiful to be a second-generation radio brat, and my sister Natasha also helped start Flavour. Then I went to, and you might want to shout them out, woohoo, classic hits, as it was. The hits. Yeah, that's about right, it's about awkward. And also back to Flavour. Nō reira, mihi ana kia koutou katoa. Engari, nōku te waimarie me taku mihi nui kia RNZ. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here tonight. That is incredibly generous on your part. And RNZ is home to an exceptional wahine Māori who truly is standing out and outstanding all the time. Mihi ngarangi Forbes. No one does it like mihi ngarangi. And it's not easy to. Finally, and surprisingly to me, in 2025, I must ask and plea that you have your continued aroha and you take the opportunity to uplift Te Reo Māori in your work practice. You don't have to be an expert in Te Reo Māori to be a champion for Te Reo Māori. And I would actually suggest that it's a professional opportunity to be able to pronounce one of the official languages of our country correctly when we broadcast. Nō reira, kia kaha tātou katoa. I know it's scary, but we can do this together. Nō reira, toi tū te aroha nui ki tō tātou reo Māori. Please ensure. Can I get you to be a homie? A homie, H-A-U-M-I, is an ally. So, will we be an ally for Te Reo Māori? My homie. Thank you, what up, my homie? And finally, to my true homie, taku whānau. As I say, we're second generation, but it's for the next generation. Taku tāne, ko tō manawa, ko taku manawa. Your heart is my heart. Nōku hoki te waimarie, tēnā rā koutou katoa.
Awesome.
Hell of a speech.
Hell of a speech.
Hell of a speech.
Anything you want to add to?
Oh, I've got so many thoughts about that. First of all, I am constantly on awe of anybody that can just switch between any two languages like that. That's phenomenal. I find it amazing to listen to, even if I don't understand it. It's an amazing skill to be multilingual. I love the fact that it could have very easily been one of these things. It could have been a speech begging a room of people to do better for te reo. It could have been a speech shaming people into using more te reo. It could have been something just more pushing, or it managed to be all of the things. It was reaffirming, it was urging, it was pulling people with them. It had everything. And I think you'll notice when she starts along that there's a pause before the applause that I kind of read as, oh shit. And then it was very much full-throated as she got on. There was no gap. You know, I started my radio career in the early 2000s. And I remember part of my training was a very brief unit standard in the Māori language, where I had to do a voice break that had 5 Māori words in it. And I just listed my top 5 New Zealand trees. The laziest of lazy things. But it got me that tick on that unit standard. I am very, very glad to see that the industry has come a long way. It's still got a long way to go, but it has definitely improved.